Dude, it's so weird. I know that the first time I tried coffee, I wasn't terribly impressed with it. And now I'm a now I'm a fucking Folgers commercial, man. Best part of waking up.
All right, good morning. It's Friday. It's Firearms Friday. It's time to do some stories about guns, gun control, the radical left, and a new segment I like to call Cameron Doesn't Know We're Live.
Thanks, buddy. Glad I wasn't picking my nose or anything.
I wouldn't have done that to you. I would have. No, what happened was is I reached over. I said, "All right, we're ready to go," and I reached over and clicked the go live button, and Cameron started talking about coffee, and I thought, you know what? This matters.
What's part of Wake the Hell Up? It's no accident that the Wake the Hell Up logo not only is about Wake the Hell Up, but it's a coffee advert. Isn't that just genius?
Genius.
That's called memetics right there.
So
My
let's
wife
wake
got
the
this for $1 at a yard sale.
so let's wake the hell up with some news. David Hogg suggests compromise on gun control. Well, that's a
I don't
lie.
think I don't think he understands what the word compromise means.
This headline is fake news. This headline is a bald faced lie. The compromise he suggests is cake or death. And well, we're all a cake.
Whoops.
So, gun control activist, mass shooting survivor. You know what? Shut up your nose, David Hogg. Who hasn't survived a mass shooting? It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I happen to know.
Yeah, we were surviving mass shootings before it was cool.
Yeah, before he was even born.
Actually, yeah. Woo! Woo-hoo.
Oh, that's dark humor right there. And yes, we went to Heritage High School, May 20th, 1999, exactly 30 days after Columbine. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. I missed most of the fireworks, but I did threaten to murder one of the teachers when he told me that I couldn't leave with my baby sister. I was like, no, 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 no. I'm leaving with my baby sister and taking her to somewhere safe, and nothing is going to happily interfere.
Yes.
I probably used a little more colorful language than that.
Right.
Um, so David Hogg's compromise. If this plan ends up in Congress and they say gun registry is a non-starter, and the assault weapons ban and mandatory gun buyback programs are non-starters, then maybe we start talking about reclassifying them and making them. Okay, look, the slippery slope is no longer. You can no longer, with any intellectual honesty, say the words out loud that a slippery slope argument is a fallacy. Once DOMA was repealed and Obergefell was was made the law of the land, gay marriage is everything. Gay marriage is permitted in every state in the union by federal mandate, legislation from the bench, which I have a whole pile of problems with, not because I have a particular stance on gay marriage. I don't. I'm not actually pro or con gay marriage. I don't care. What I do care about is that the law is executed correctly, and in this particular case, it was not. The end result, as soon as the gay lobby had all the rights they were demanding, had all the special privileges they were demanding,
They didn't go away.
no,
Now we have to have, well, where's the LGBT representation in Marvel movies? Ooh, progressive.
and and now we have organizations actively supporting pedophilia. Now, to be clear, left wingers supporting pedophilia is not particularly new. I mean, we've talked about this before. Simone de Beauvoir and her ilk, they were all massively pro pedophilia. Um,
Yeah, they were Jeffrey Epstein before it was cool to be Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. But with Jeffrey Epstein, whether I, a dear friend of mine said this the other day, whether Epstein killed himself or not, he was taken out by an elite pedophile.
That's fantastic. All right.
But my point being, the slippery slope is not a fallacious argument. It is a point of brute fact. Oh, but people aren't going to have nearly as easy accessibility to them to go and commit mass shootings as they are currently. If if an evil man who wants to kill a lot of people can't get a gun, he'll use a knife or a propane tank or a love truck. We don't say this because it's a reasonable argument or because it's theory. We say this because it's immutable fact with evidence piled up from a large number of incidences that guarantee this outcome. Mass stabbings, suicide bombings, and love trucks are tools in the psychopath's arsenal. You know what's not an option is for a lawfully disarmed populace to defend themselves from mass stabbings, suicide bombers, and love trucks. Let's read on. So the March for Our Lives sweeping new gun control plan, a national licensing and registry system for guns and ammunition. For guns and ammunition? No. Shit up your nose. A ban on normal capacity magazines. They use the word high capacity magazines here. What they mean are 30 round magazines for semi automatic rifles. That's not a high capacity magazine. You're idiots. Raising the age for all gun purchases to 21. I'm with Cameron on this one. Sure, if you want to raise the age to vote to 21 as well.
Yep, fair compromise.
A federal version of red flag laws.
Yeah, that's not spooky at all.
My firearm will not be removed from my hands voluntarily. It's that simple.
Nope.
A limit of one firearm purchase per month. Okay, what did you say, Cameron?
I wish I was buying one gun a month. That would be awesome. Yeah. I mean, seriously.
And I love this one. A ban on all online firearm and ammunition sales or transfers, including gun parts. Okay, if I were charitable enough to credit these people with a modicum of competency, I would actually expect that this was an underhanded way to cause an economic collapse. Do you have any idea how much commerce is conducted in this industry? And the creation of they forgot an of here, a national director of gun violence prevention who will report directly to the president. Okay. And I do love that we have Democrats. Orange man bad. Give him all the guns.
And all the power. Like,
Um,
yeah,
and
look,
like here, machine guns, which are capable of firing more than one bullet per trigger pull. That's so inaccurate that it borders on, if not actually is dishonest. A machine guns fire on a closed bolt, and they don't have a select fire switch. A machine gun fires on full auto, period. It's it's not just the default setting. It's the only setting that isn't on safe. Um, this language tries to lump in select fire weapons that can fire a 3 round burst as being the same thing as a machine gun. And that's just unintelligible. So part of the claim, part of the argument that they're making here is that guns are extremely easy for people to buy. Well, funny story, right around the same time, we've got this woman. I tried to buy a gun at Walmart twice, and roadblocks left me empty-handed both times.
Yeah, if you
Now,
don't have time to read, Tim Pool breaks this down really well. And,
yeah,
and apparently, this woman started by trying to go online and see what firearms were available for sale at which Walmart. She tried to call Walmart. Like, she hit roadblocks before she ever even got to the part to where she actually tried to physically buy a gun itself. And it turned out there's a whole mess of safety procedures in place. And she says herself that she actually feels like Walmart takes it very seriously, that they want to be safe with the sale and purchase of firearms. Funny that. Now, what's hilarious to me is this was a liberal journalist who was sure that she was going to walk in and out with a gun and go, see, 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 it's just too easy. And credit where it's due, she actually accidentally practiced journalism because she accurately published her results. Turns out
yeah,
it's
right
not that easy to buy a gun.
employees at one of Walmart's stores near me would know which location sold guns. I was wrong.
Wow, actual journalism. No way, really?
Finally had a breakthrough and found a Walmart store that sold guns. Someone answered the call, transferred to sporting goods. Went later when I contacted Walmart media relations team about my difficulty locating a store that sold firearms. Spokesman pointed me to the website for the Bureau of Alcohol, which maintains a list of all gun retailers by state. There you go. Now, of course, this this is not the same as doxing, but this piece of information in this article, which is being read by people who hate the Second Amendment, America generally, um, I would not be surprised to see some sort of a mass casualty event, or more likely multiple mass casualty events, where gun stores are attacked by psychopath Antifa and Democrats. Um,
That
and
won't
then
last very long.
and then the chain of investigation shows that they just looked up the names of the closest gun retailer to them on the website. 100 steps from the closest entrance.
I love that line right there. On my way to the department, I walked past shelves of school supplies. I mean, come on. Come on. We're trying to give you credit here for doing a good job, but you got to put that little bit of liberal virtue signaling in there, don't you? Don't you? Ooh, we're going to subtly invoke school shootings. Hey, kids, get your spiral notebooks and your Mossberg shotguns all in one place. Anyhow, suffice it to say, all the stuff, and look, people that have even the smallest amount of experience with firearms know this. You can't just buy a gun. There is always paperwork involved. There is always some, especially if you do a pistol, they're gonna run your name through the FBI. They're just gonna do it. And even if you just go by like a bolt action shotgun, there's still paperwork involved. They're gonna look at your ID and so forth and so on. It's gonna happen. Oh, hey, look, I have music. I'm inadequate again.
I'm noticing that. Re-adequate yourself. Oh, and he just ran off. So, anyway, Walmart actually goes over above and beyond. Um, and I have a problem with this. Walmart last year raised the minimum age to purchase a gun or ammunition to 21. No, that's that's accurate. That's a true statement. Walmart should not have done that. And Walmart should explicitly be enjoined from being able to do that. You are a retailer. You
Mm,
do not set law.
but they set policy. While I morally disagree with
They
the
don't set
decision,
government policy.
no, they don't. But if Walmart has to, I feel like if Walmart automatically has to comply with certain things, then, well, the baker has to bake the cake. And they're just too close. If Walmart chooses voluntarily to change their rules, then, I mean, it's a voluntary action. Can't,
No, it's not. This is not different than saying this is not different than saying I refuse to sell whiskey to black people. This is selecting an immutable characteristic and targeting it for discrimination by a major corporation. This is choosing, okay, you're a person which fits this description. Let's call it a black person. And we've decided that we don't want to sell you a gun because you're black. Okay, that is not different under the law. That is not different than saying you're a 19-year-old person. So we choose not to sell you bicycles because we don't think that 19-year-olds should have bicycles. It's the exact same claim. If you select a person based on an immutable characteristic, under the law, you are in violation. That's what all those laws say. We do not discriminate on any characteristic based on age, sex, gender, race, national
sexual orientation, yeah.
etc., etc. Age is one of those characteristics for a reason. This is not setting company policy. This is arbitrating federal law. Walmart does not have the authority to do this.
Maybe it's just my ANCAP idealism showing, but I believe by and large, businesses should be allowed to do whatever they want as long as they do no harm.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that 100%. But that's not the law.
Anyhow, can we
All right, we're about to butt up against.
can we do my favorite part?
Let's do this.
Ooh, all right, so
That's a
4
great
weeks.
shot right there.
4 weeks in a row, ladies and gentlemen. 4 weeks in a row.
4
And
weeks in a row of what, Cameron?
4 weeks in a row, hashtag DRT. There are several that happen every week. We specifically target DRTs just to make the point. So, a homeowner shot and killed a man discovered inside his South Fulton home Friday morning, police said. The man woke up to the sound of glass breaking and his dog barking around 2:30 a.m. He grabbed his gun and walked toward the sounds to investigate, according to South Fulton police spokesman Lieutenant Derek Rogers. As he approached the area, he encountered a subject in his home, Rogers said from the scene. Gunshots rang out between the homeowner and the subject. At this time, the subject is deceased at the scene.
Let's do it again. DRT, baby.
Yep. And I'm going to say it again for the 4th time in a row. It's not that I want people to die. It's not. No, sir. But this is the optimum outcome for everybody involved. Don't rob liquor stores, and the liquor store owner never pulls a double-barrel shotgun from underneath the counter and fills you so full of birdshot you look like a plate of spilled SpaghettiOs. Don't commit violent crime. Live by the sword, die by the sword. It's pretty darn simple. And there was an exchange of gunfire. Good God. So this is a situation that went as wrong gets. And the homeowner killed the bad guy. Oh, well, I'm sorry for his family. I really am. But, bye, Felicia. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is.
Wow. I'm going to go cut the "Don't Ever Make That Noise Again" riff, like, immediately. So that's the show for today, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you Monday morning, maybe Sunday, maybe. Live in fear, quiver with anticipation, maybe Sunday. But until then, remember, build a man a fire, you'll keep warm for the evening. But if you set a man on fire, he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.